No. I don't need to. I don't want to. No. Talk to her. I'm not the one to talk to. I don't need to. I don't want to. No. It's not true? Did she say that? Did she say that to you? I did not. 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 Here. Julia gave me the keys. Had an Air France keyring on them. Oh, when did you go to France? We go every year, she says. When I know her mum just works in the head office. Here, take them. We're not taking them. We are taking them. No, Julia, we're taking them and you're driving, bitch. And I knew in that moment that she shouldn't drive, but I wasn't gonna let her call me bitch. So I said, sorry, bitch, and I pushed her. And the boys loved it. They're off their faces going, bitches, please, hurry the fuck up, or pash or something. And she goes, you pash or something. And then someone says something about Dave being a homo. And I can't remember much after that. But then Katie showed up saying she couldn't get a cab either. So that's me, Julia, Katie, Mike, Dave, Darren, Gavin, and Katie's sister Zoe all have to get into Julia's mum's Peugeot. So that's like 8 of us. And we all pile in, and the girls want to sit on the boys' laps. And I say, no fucking way are we taking the boys again. I swear, I said it so many times. And then Julia says we can't get in any trouble from the cops because her dad said he'd take her on his business trip to Paris. And so she doesn't want anyone not in a seatbelt, and she wants the boys to lie down on the ground. And I say, yeah, they're still not going to be in a fucking seatbelt if they're lying on the ground. And she's like, yeah, but the cops can't see them. And Julia's had like 7 stollies anyway, so... I shut up. I say, fine. I say, fine, fine, fine. Shut up. So when the boys decide that the best thing to do, the best idea that anyone's had all night is that they get into Julia's mum's Peugeot's boot, I shut up because no one is listening to me anyway. So Julie says, like, if you get pulled over, don't move, don't fucking say a thing. And Mike closes the boot on Dave and Darren and Gavin and says, have fun, homos. And we can hear them yelling, but it's muffled. And once the engine's on, you can't really hear them anyway. So I'm in the front and Mike's in the back looking pretty happy because he's got his arms around the sisters. Sluts. Julia gives me this look like she's thinking sluts too, but Julia doesn't care because she used to go out with Mike, but she says apparently he's a really bad kisser, like inject saliva into your mouth, not even worth how good looking he is. So we drive and it's late at night and there's not many cars on the road, which is lucky because Julia starts to go over the lines and I have to take the wheel and then I see what she's looking at in the back seat. Mike injecting saliva into Katie's mouth and Zoe laughing. And then Julia says to me, hold on. And she turns the wheel so fast, I hit her seat with my head. Zoe ends up with her head in Mike's crotch, which he would like, except for him and Katie whack their heads against the back window and crack their 2 front teeth together. So it's what the fuck, Julia? And fucking cow, Julia. And fucking kill us, why don't you, Julia? And she laughs. She laughed, looking at Mike, and maybe she's rethinking the kisses because she's just staring at him and I have to say, like, pull over, Julia. She ignores me, says, hey, Mike, you want to know how fast I can go? And he's like, oh, whatever. And then Katie's like, just drop us home, Julia. And Zoe says, just take the left at the next shell, Julia. But instead, Julia floors it. And Katie and Zoe are yelling, stop it, stop it, stop it. But instead, Julia just goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and starts to swerve left and right into the tree. Now, everything is quiet and everyone has shut up. And for a long time, no one moves and no one says anything. And I realize I'm okay. And I'm saying phone. Does anyone have their phone? And I open the door and I go outside and I step over Gavin's legs and And I go around the side and I've just stepped over Gavin's legs without the rest of Gavin. And I remember the boys in the boot. And I'm saying, like, phone, does anyone have their phone? And then I called the police. And can I go? Can I go? No? That's not true. That's not true. Okay, I did. I was the one who called. And everything was quiet and everyone had shut up. And I'm saying, phone, does anyone have their phone? And I go outside and I step over Gavin's legs. And then I see you, Julia, looking at me with that face. And I said to you, phone, do you have your phone? And you gave me your phone, and you opened the door, and you ran. You just ran away. And I watched you run, and when the police came, I told them you had gone for help. And they traced the call, and because it had come from your phone, they said that you had made the call and you had gone for help, and I just thought, fine. I thought, fine, I'll just shut up. I'll just shut up. And now you sit here with your school captain sympathy badge because poor Julia. Poor Julia. I watch you collect bravery awards, have the news come to your door. You're too depressed to go to the boys' funerals. Take 3 months off school. Watch your marks skyrocket because poor Julia. Poor fucking brave Julia. When I'm the one who came back. I'm not the one to talk to. You can talk to her. I don't need to. I don't want to. No.